Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Rolling to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
70 Ranger, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd down and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
19-18.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Check. 79 Bronco.
Ritter to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Cowboy 80. Go.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. This defense for the Cards, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Ready? Go street. Check smash. Check Panther. Unlock line.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Pioneer. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got a man. That's Leggett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
19 Lions. Come 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 6-0 our score after one.
Score Cardinals 6, Panthers nothing.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Ritter. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. D.J. Waddle able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. D.J. Waddle. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
18 Raptors, 18 Raptors. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
In motion goes the tight end.
Go.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, we're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
11 yards and a Panther first down. So they opted to run the ball there on third down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
Ritter now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ritter going to change it up. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The Panthers at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Ritter back to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. From the gun, Murray. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Ritter. And the catch made by Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Johnson, the man in motion right. From the 44, Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Go! 70 range, 70 range. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ritter. That's pulled in by Brooks. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rig alert, rig alert. Say, hey! Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hurt, hurt. Street, street. Tiger, 19 Tiger. Shot alert, shot alert. Hook.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
That one complete to Leggett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Leggett from 13 yards out. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw is Murray. He completes it to Jones. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray rolling to his right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Johnson's got it complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter got a man. That's Leggett. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now an option play on second down. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
A handoff running left, Brooks. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to DiMercado. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ritter completes this quickly and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
In motion right goes Johnson. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Go with Brooks. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again, Murray.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
129 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.